Did you know approximately one-third of the United States federal workforce are made up of veterans? Additionally, did you know that on average, federal employees earn about 25% less than those in similar positions in the private, state, and local levels? Well, the research I cite in my speech confirms these claims and confirms many more facts about the federal workforce. Hello and welcome. My name is Brian Story, and today I'm going to talk about popular myths surrounding our government. Additionally, I will discuss and provide cited research and talk about potential consequences these myths pose. Being both a veteran and current federal employee, I decided to research facts pertaining to the federal government. With the decision to downsize the federal government, there's been an increase in misinformation, both online and in person. Examples of this misinformation include overpayments of salaries and fake jobs. With many people and their families at risk of job loss, it's important to know what is and isn't true. As I present the facts my research concluded with, I first want to present the false idea associated with them and delve into what could have caused such a belief to arise. I'll begin with the idea that federal employees are generally overpaid. This idea claims that federal employees, on average, are overpaid for their work. This belief stems from perceived job security, benefits, and the idea that federal worker compensation is higher than that of the private sector. While there are instances of federal employees being paid more than their private counterpart, AFGE reports that federal workers earn nearly 25% less than other sectors doing the same job. One idea claims that most of the federal workforce teleworks. This belief comes from a combination of media portrayals, misconceptions, and post-COVID-19 flexible working arrangements, such as remote working. OPM reports that only 20% of the federal workforce teleworks routinely, while 15% telework on a situational basis. Another idea claims that federal workers have fake jobs or they aren't working. This idea is a result of believing that federal work doesn't contribute to society, as well as commonly portrayed stereotypes, political ideologies, and cultural attitude towards our government. In response, AFG also claims federal workers perform essential duties for Americans, such as veteran healthcare staff, Social Security benefit workers, and the United States Department of Agriculture inspectors. Now that we've discussed some common misinformation and the facts that pertain to them, I'd like to discuss potential consequences these false ideas pose. To begin, these ideas pose a risk to government funding and support. While federal spending is delegated by our elected representatives, it is the people of America that give direction through voice and voting. When a negative idea is spread around, it impacts the belief of people and in turn, their directional choice. For example, one-third of the federal workforce is made up of veterans. The idea that federal workers don't care about America can be challenged due to such a large veteran population, people who at one time served the United States citizens. Sometimes directions lead to laying off employees, reduction in services, and compromises. In summary, misinformation about the federal workforce poses to negatively impact federal employees and Americans. Federal workers are not overpaid and make less money on average than those of the private sector. Most federal workers work in-person hours and work essential jobs, such as veteran healthcare and the Department of Agriculture. These ideas negatively impact the view of Americans and can cause consequences such as job loss. As I come to an end, it should be noted that without facts, there is no truth.